Hello, my name's Allan Ackerman and welcome to the channel. If you like card magic, you're in the right place. If you love sleight of hand, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Now today I'm going to be doing an Oil and Water Trilogy. This routine has some nice qualities, but most important, it can be done from a borrowed shuffle deck. Let's take a look. You would ask your spectator to give the cards a good mix. So the cards are randomized by one of your audience members here. So we have a shuffled up, mixed up mess. Now for this little experiment, we're going to use like 12 playing cards for this experiment. I'm going to use like six blacks, and we will also use six red cards here. So there's 4, there'll be 5, and that will be number 6. And then we're going to do the same thing with the reds. We'll get out six red cards here. So there's 3, and then we need we'll go 4, and then we'll go 5 and 6. So that's all we're going to use. 6 red and 6 black. Rest of the deck we don't need. Alright, let's just double check we got the right numbers here. 1, 2, oops, I got one extra here. So let's get rid of that. So I got 6 red, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black. Now we all kind of know how magicians work. The magician misdirects our attention, does something sneaky, and then he makes this miracle happen. Well, I love to solve problems and puzzles, and I thought the other day, I said, Self, this procedure that magicians do, it'd be really fun to do backwards. So apparently you're going to see me do something, and you will see me do it. But the reality is, I'm not going to do anything at all. So this will be just the opposite of what a normal magician would do. All right, so here we go. I've got these 2 sets of cards. We've got 6 red cards, and I'm going to make a column with those red cards, and I'm also going to make a column with the black cards. And you're going to see me do something, and you will see me do it. Watch. I'm going to switch those hands, those packets got switched. But let's look at the reality. Not one color went out of place. Now we're going to do this again. And we can do it with the packets in the front or the black and red packet in the rear. So the spectator can name the red, black in the front or the rear. Does not make any difference. So let's say they say the rear packets. So once again, I'm going to switch those packets. My hands are crossed. They really got switched. But the reality, hey, the colors, they just don't move. Let's try that again. The colors don't move. We can even switch the packets in the front, and those colors just don't move. Now, you know what the problem is? Too many cards. So I'm going to go ahead and ditch a couple here, and let's ditch a couple of those black cards. All right. We're just going to use 4 cards total. Got my 4 red, and then I also happen to have 4 black cards. Now, if you want to remember the values of these cards, you can. Okay. We've got a 7, and I have a 6. We have an 8, and we have a 10. But the important attribute is that yours are black and mine are red. And we're going to mix these cards. I'm going to take a black, and then we're going to follow it with one of the reds. And this is going to repeat. I'm going to take a black card, follow it with a red card, and we're just going to alternate between my right hand and my left hand. Right hand black, left hand red. And you can ask the spectator to square up the cards at this point. Now, I want you to notice the alternating nature of these cards here. And we're just going to do something with the top 4 cards. All right, watch these 4. Just a little twist. Hey, and the colors. The colors unmix. There's my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4 reds, followed by my 4 blacks. Now you ask the spectator to mix up those 8 cards. So those cards get mixed up. The spectator shuffles them up. All right, so while they're doing that, you just go ahead and pick up your deck here and start to scatter these cards all over the place here. And ask the spectator to give them one more quick shuffle. And then you just start to lose these cards all over the place, and you mix. And get them all shuffled up here. Mix these guys up. Get them all confused. Mix them up here. Give them a couple of twists, and let's do this again with the last couple of packets. Mix them all up. All right, so we have right now, at this point in time, a total randomized, mixed up mess. That's our situation. Now watch these cards, just like that. All the black cards now. Every black card separates from all those reds from a borrowed shuffle deck. Hey, if you like the effect, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy card magic, make sure you click on subscribe. Now, over the years, I've published 3 oil and water routines. Each one has an advantage over the other, so I still do all 3 of them. Just depends on my performance situation, and that will determine which one that I use. Way back when, in 1973, I wrote a book called Here's My Card, and in that book I have a routine called Streamlined Oil and Water. And that oil and water routine has the same ending that this one does, but it's really a better method. And it requires a setup, so if I don't have things pre-planned, I don't do that routine. This routine, the one I just did, called the Mix, it's got the advantage it can be done with a borrowed shuffle deck. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Then I have another routine called Technicolor Mixed Up Blues, or More Mixed Up Blue, as I called it. That's what name was called, and it was in a set of lecture notes I had back in 96 called Al Capone. And that one's probably a little more visual than this one, and if you want to take a peek at that routine, click on that button right over there. Now, if you enjoyed this handle and you like the content of this station, make sure you click on the subscribe button right over there. My name is Allan Ackerman, and I'll catch you the next time.